I want to show you guys 5 tips that a lot of the low elo players make in Counter-Strike 2. They're very fundamental issues that I think you guys forgot about or even ignore sometimes that can give you a little advantage against anyone even higher tier players. So make sure you guys get out your notebooks, write some of this stuff down. But before I get in the tips, if you guys want any cool skins like I have in my inventory right here, make sure you check out the sponsor of this video, Skins Monkey.
Today's sponsor is Skins Monkey. Skins Monkey is a CS2 skins trading site and marketplace that provides an instant way to get new skins. My favorite thing about Skins Monkey is that I can trade skins that I no longer want and trade it for a skin that is equal value. If you use code LouisCS2, you get a $5 bonus on your first trade. If you want to buy skins, you can get a 30% deposit bonus plus an extra 5% using my code. The link is down in the description.
Alright, going into the first tip is something that a lot of lower elo players maybe don't even know is a thing. But or you just forgot it, and that's jiggle peeking. So obviously jiggling is like shouldering off an opper or maybe even a rifler, right? So let's say there's an opper here holding my line. I can just sit here and almost just jiggle out his shoulder. I don't want to fully peek the angle like I did there. You just want to be able to show your shoulder where he can't hit you. And then once he shoots, that's where you get your space, because if an opper is here holding, and let's say he sees your shoulder and tries to shoot you, he can't stand here. He has to fall away because he knows that you're going to swing, which gives you the opportunity to take space, and now the opper doesn't know where you are. It's the same thing for a opper in CT. Let's say I'm holding CT, or maybe I'm even holding from triple. This guy shoulders me off. I shoot. I have to hide. Now it's a game of cat and mouse. I have no idea where this guy is. Dude, he could have scaled to default. He could have scaled to Tetris. He could have got all the way to sandwich. And now it's messing with the CTs playing over here. Let's say I have a con player. Now he has to ignore con. He has to look over towards site. And he's like, oh, where's this guy? Like, I can't go find him because maybe my bottom con's not smoked. So I can't just go out here and swing. So there's this whole flow chart of things that can happen if you just simply jiggle out a player. But also you can do it in different areas as well. One of my old IGL stamina always taught me to jiggle off angles. Like when I'm clearing underpass, it's very common for CTs to just be holding a random off angle. So what you do is you sit here and you just jiggle off these angles. You just keep jiggling, and then you can peek this guy right here. So then this guy is forced to shoot and almost reposition. So you're just sitting here jiggling him, jiggling him, jiggling him. And then eventually, you know, you'll probably see him right here on an off angle. He'll shoot, and then he's like, oh no, he's going to peek me. And then you kill him with peeker's advantage. So make sure you guys practice your jiggle peeking, and I guarantee you'll get some free easy kills. The second tip that a lot of lower elo players, I would say, some don't do this as much, but it's holding a wide enough angle. You have to be able to hold a wide angle instead of putting your crosshair right on the wall. When I watch like really low elo players play, they have this habit of just like holding against the wall with their crosshair, thinking that they just have the fastest reaction time in the world. And I guarantee Usain Bolt, as fast as he runs, he wouldn't even be able to hit this as well. So you always want to make sure that your crosshair is out from the wall where someone will peek you, because most of the time people aren't going to peek like this. They're going to swing out to try to kill you, because obviously the peeker's advantage in CS2 right now. So if I know someone's in jungle, I'm not going to just go like this. I'm wide swinging and then killing them. It's like a thing in Valorant. They called it the pop and swing, where you would literally swing. This guy would start shooting at you and then you kill him, because the problem is he's going to be sitting here and he's going to try to track you all the way. And I guarantee his tracking and his spray control is probably not good, especially in low elo. So it's something that you can definitely abuse. And that's something else I could talk about, I guess, is the pop and swing, where it is a Valorant thing, but I guarantee it would work in low elo, especially in Counter-Strike. So let's say there's a guy rain wall right here. Let's pretend he's positioned right here on this wall. What you could do is literally just swing. He's shooting you, and then you kill him. It's as easy as that, because he's going to have to start tracking you. And in the lower elo, they're probably holding like this, like really tight. So if you come out just like Usain Bolt, freaking Lightning McQueen NASCAR type deal, he's going to have to try to track you across the wall. And I guarantee he won't be elo to, and you'll just be able to kill him, and it's a free, easy kill. So the tip number 2 leads on to tip number 3, and that's crosshair placement. A lot of low elo players like to literally just run around like this, just looking at the floor, looking at like boxes, thinking that, you know, a player's going to pop out of this box and I'm just going to kill him, which is not true. So you need to get in the habit of always having your crosshair where someone will be, always just pre-aiming. I call it pre-aiming, but we could argue it's crosshair placement, of course. But one thing is, if you struggle with this, you might need to turn your sense up. I see a lot of low elo players like walk around like this, like trying to flick to angles, and their mouse just looks so slow. Because I have a couple low elo friends that I play with every so often. So you want to make sure your sense is comfortable enough where you can sit here and like almost like just track where a player might peek you, and then you're able to just switch angles very quickly. And I would say that would help you. There are some sensitivity guides out there. I know cojomo has one that you guys can go watch. Shout out to cojomo, he's my dude. But that's something that I guarantee will help you, is just make sure your sense is good enough where your crosshair placement can stay consistent. So then you're not running around like this, and then, oh, I see him, and I have to flick up and adjust, and I'm already dead. So make sure your crosshair placement is on point. The fourth tip is learning nades. Now, let's say, for example, there's an opper, okay? And he's always opping towards connector. He's always killing us on the A cross. Well, one thing that we could do is smoke right side. But let's say I'm in a lower elo game and nobody knows any of the smokes. See, I could just come here and just throw these right side smokes to easily win the round. We kill the guy on site, we take CT, and this opper is out of the round. But I always see in low elo games, people don't really understand how to use utility. Even map control, I would say. A lot of people don't know the window smoke or the top mid smoke. A lot of people don't know the end connector smoke as well. These are smokes that you need to learn, not just on Mirage, but on any map, because it can definitely help your team, especially if you're solo queue. You can just tell your team, hey guys, drop me an extra smoke. I'll smoke con and window. Let's run up cat. And it's one of the easiest rounds you'll probably ever play as a solo queue. But if you don't know these smokes, it's definitely going to hurt you, because I guarantee in the lower elos, a lot of the guys aren't going to know the smokes, and it's just going to put you at a disadvantage, or you can't just shut down this opper, or you can't just shut down the A site with right side smokes. You could throw a CT smoke every now and then, but you know, let's say like there's always an opper rotating market window and you don't know the window smoke for market, then it's a hard game, and you have to just gamble that you can win on CT side and hold down the sites and maybe even keep control of mid. But that's really something that you need to know. Even flashbangs are something very important to know. Like just a simple lamp flash like this to kill anyone that plays on, you know, close A, like default under Balk, just holding ramp. Those are very important things you need to know. And if you guys don't know where to learn nades, there's a YouTube channel out there called Nart Out Here. Nart posts so many nade tutorials and a lot of tips and tricks that you guys can use, especially if you want some gimmicky rounds to just pull out of your arsenal. If you are struggling in a game, gimmicks always help you win. They're almost as important as grenades, I would say, because they can just help you get some kills in some goofy ways. So make sure you guys check out Nart, but ultimately check out his YouTube videos with the nades and make sure you learn them on all the maps that you play. And the fifth tip is listening for sound cues. A lot of CTs or Ts will give us sound cues, and you can easily identify what they're doing around the map. Let's say I'm under Balk and I hear someone back Palace. I know that that's probably the lurker and the A space is free, and I can just go and take this space. Now that is at a high elo. I'm not sure how your low elo games work, but usually it's very easy to identify. Let's say, for example, as well, like if I hear 4 flashes come over mid and I'm a CT, I know they're probably heavily taking mid, and I could easily just take a 1v1 fight on this ramp guy or the palace guy. So sound cues are very important, and you can kind of learn how to play off sound cues if you watch pro players, because you can watch a demo or maybe a POV on YouTube, and you're just easily able to tell how they react, and you can mimic it as well. So I really encourage that you do that, because it's something very easily you can do. You can just skim through a POV, see how, you know, how does Rops react when he makes, you know, a cat jump and he sees a B smoke come over and he hears a footstep underpass. Does he think it's a fake, or does he think it's just some random pressure? It's something that you definitely have to study and dive in on. But hopefully these tips did help you guys. I am live every day on Twitch if you want to see these tips in action in some higher elo games. So make sure you guys check out my Twitch channel. It's down below. And also check out the sponsor of this video, Skins Monkey, because they are helping me do this full time and helping you guys rank up in Counter-Strike. So subscribe to the channel, like, comment down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.